Hello and welcome to Wanjiro Space. I am Wanjiro Mungai. All of us go through mood swings. Sometimes you wake up on the right side of the bed, other times you don't, and it's all normal. Even that person who people think have very bad moods, sometimes they wake up in a very good mood. And even that one who is always happy, sometimes you don't recognize them because they're in a very bad mood. But it is not funny when people have to drop the name bipolar or the word bipolar casually. He's so bipolar. Oh, he's so bipolar. What's wrong with him today? No. Bipolar is a very serious matter. So I want us to talk about bipolar today. What is bipolar? Bipolar is a mental health illness, a brain disorder, which is marked by shifts in mood, your energy, and ability to function. It can impair your functionality so much that if you're a worker, you may not go to work, and if you're a student, you may not be able to go to class. And when does it develop? The research that has been done on bipolar shows that it may begin in adolescence or early adulthood, but for some people, the symptoms may begin as a child or maybe later in life. So when it comes to bipolar, we've said it is about moods and energy and functionality. It actually causes you such dramatic mood swings from very, very high to very low. When we talk about the highs, we refer to them as manic episodes. When it comes to the lows, they are called depressive episodes. And the one from mild to moderate, it's called hypomania. And we have three types that are known of bipolar. We have bipolar disorder 1, we have bipolar disorder 2, and cyclothymic. To be diagnosed properly, for bipolar 1, you will have to have experienced a major manic episode. These people may also experience a depressive episode, but for it to be called bipolar 1, you may only need the major manic episode. And this has to go on for a week, not less than a week. Then for bipolar 2, you'll have to have experienced a major depressive episode plus at least one episode of hypomania. And this has to be for 2 weeks. That's the difference. What about this third one, the cyclothymic? This one, you experience episodes of hypomania and depressive episodes, but not as severe as the ones in manic and the depressive episodes. And this one goes on for 2 years. You'll have it a lot of times, but not as severe. I hope I'm getting clear. When one is experiencing hypomania, because this is the one that is less severe than the mania one, they want to stay in that state. They do not want to move out of that state. They feel good, they are so happy, and they function better at that level. So they do not actually want it to end. People around you may notice something is not, the same. There is something unusual about you. But for you going through this, you may not know it. The other thing we must note is that when we have severe manic and depressive episodes, you can also get psychosis. And psychosis, it means you'll get hallucinations and delusions. Let me explain. For hallucinations, you see and hear things that the other people may not see or hear. You may also just have a feeling of something, but only you can feel it. You experience something that only you does. Then for delusions, These are false beliefs about so many things about you and your surroundings. Especially when it comes to grandiosity, you feel you are this important person. You feel you have special powers. You feel you can almost do anything and nothing can stop you. You may think, oh, I am the president. And you tell people you are the president. You are the Pope, or you are this big CEO. That is what we are talking about. Somebody might be asking, how do I know this is mania? And how do I know this is a depressive one? I will explain. For the mania, you look out for these symptoms or signs. You feel overly happy. You remain up there so high for long periods of time. You feel jumpy or wired. You have reduced need for sleep. We just talked about a week. You can imagine having somebody not sleeping for 7 days and they are still, active. Then you talk very fast, you have racing thoughts, and you keep changing your topic from one to the other. We're talking about, what did I want to go buy today at the shops? Before you finish, you're thinking, oh, the fuel prices are being hiked again and again. What are we going to do? Before that, oh, did you do ABCD? Did you do 1, 2, 3? So they keep changing topics without a break. Then they get extremely restless or impulsive. They get easily distracted. So they may not concentrate on anything. Then the feelings we talked about of grandiosity. You feel you're a very important person. You'll even be telling people you'll give them jobs, or you refer them to this big person so they can get jobs. You feel like nothing can stop you from doing anything. They can even think, going down the stairs will take me a long time. Why don't I just jump over the railing? Yeah. That is all in their mind. The other one they do is that they can engage in risky behavior. We are talking about careless driving, careless sex, gambling with your life savings, for example, or even going on spending sprees. You can think of either you're buying for yourself, you're even buying for somebody else. You just want to spend money. Yeah. Then you can have a very low appetite. So for these ones, this will now diagnose you with mania, the manic episode, but not all of them. You may need only 3, but it gets so severe that you have to be hospitalized for the manic episode. So now, let's go to the ones for depressive episode. You get extremely sad and hopeless for long periods of time. Then you withdraw from friends and family. You lose interest in activities that you usually enjoy. Then you have a significant change in your appetite. It can either be too high or too low. Then you have this severe fatigue or lack of energy. Remember we said somebody may not go to work or to school because of this. You lose energy, you can't get off your bed, you can't get up, and somebody might be wondering what is happening. Yes, and you actually can't do anything about it. Then you have slowed speech. You talk very slowly. You also move very slowly. You sleep too much or too little. And then you have problems with your memory or your concentration, and sometimes your decision making may be affected. You think a lot about death. You think about suicide and actually attempt suicide. Not for all cases, but for most. It happens during depressive episodes. So bipolar can be managed through medication and psychotherapy. And so we are saying someone can lead a fulfilling and productive life. But what happens in society? There is a lot of social stigma. So these people are even rejected by employers. When they look at your CV, and then when you tell them the truth about who you really are, you don't get these jobs. And I think it's not fair. So what can we do as family, as friends, as colleagues? We can support these people. We can love these people unconditionally. We can remind them about their appointments with the doctor, remind them to take their medication, and remind them to go for the psychotherapy appointments. Because when these two are combined, the medication and psychotherapy, one is just able to proceed with their life without a lot of issues, but it is manageable. So now we know. You don't diagnose yourself at home just because you say, oh, she said 1, 2, 3. No. This is just to educate people who may never even have heard about bipolar, or just to make it a little clear to somebody who didn't have it all together. But for a proper diagnosis, you must seek medical attention. You must see a professional, preferably a psychiatrist and a psychologist. They work together. I will stop here. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my subscribers and my viewers. I really, really appreciate your support. And I will continue to ask, if you've not hit that button for subscription, kindly do so. And do hit the notification bell too, so that you may know when I upload new videos. Then kindly share this video. And do leave a comment. I know most of you tell me on my WhatsApp, but I would appreciate more if you'd put it on WhatsApp, on the YouTube channel. Until the next time, it's bye-bye.